Today on 26th July, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. You are going to hear some good news all because of your last. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says, today on 26th July, I order you to open this right now because what's coming toward you is bigger than you dared imagine. The world may have tried to cover it up, but heaven never sleeps. What you did last time was recorded in the spiritual realm, and now the rewards are being rushed to your destiny. There was a moment, just days ago, when you made a decision that didn't seem like much. You acted with integrity, even when no one was watching, and that one choice turned a key in a locked door. That key was spiritual, invisible to the eye, but powerful enough to change your entire course. Someone tried to intercept it. They thought they could manipulate the energy and take credit for what was yours. But their plans failed the moment you walked away in silence instead of reacting in anger. That silence shook the energy around you and became a weapon stronger than any loud fight. Right now, even as you read this, a message is being prepared to reach you. It's not a text or a phone call, but a divine whisper sent through a human voice. Someone will deliver words that will seem ordinary, but they will carry a code only your spirit can fully understand. You may feel something shift in your chest or get chills unexpectedly. That's confirmation from the realm of light. This isn't just any day. Today is a divine checkpoint, and you've arrived right on time. Your name has reached ears that hold influence, both in the physical world and the heavenly. The way things are being arranged behind the scenes, it would stun you if you saw the full picture. But parts of it will begin to unfold today, starting with a sign you almost ignore. You will hear something, perhaps even just one sentence, that feels like it has weight to it. Don't brush it off. That's the news trying to make its way to you through an unexpected form. There's a place someone went recently, carrying your name in their mind. You may not have spoken in a while, but they haven't stopped thinking about what you did for them. That memory just reawakened something in them, and it's guiding them to do something shocking in your favor. You're not imagining the sudden energy in the air. It's very real. The heavens are moving fast now, preparing a moment where you will be asked to make a choice again. This time, however, it won't be a test, it will be a reward. A door is opening, but only for those who proved they wouldn't fold under pressure. You didn't fold. You didn't run. You stayed quiet, calm, and focused, and that became your spiritual signature. It's because of your last action that someone has now changed how they speak about you. A conversation took place late last night, and your name was mentioned with reverence. Someone who once doubted you now sees you differently, and they're going to speak in your favor. In fact, they're going to present you as the answer to a problem someone else has been praying about. Yes, you are the answer to someone's secret request, and it's all because of what you did without asking for recognition. Today, you will begin to notice things lining up. Small coincidences, back-to-back confirmations, and even numbers that repeat. Pay attention. These are not random. These are marks from heaven, signs that what you planted in the past is finally ready to be harvested. Your dreams have been under pressure because of other people's fears. They tried to dump their disbelief onto your journey. But that pressure only polished you into something that now stands out among the crowd. You'll soon be approached for something you never applied for. This is not an accident. This is the result of divine alignment. Your spirit has been broadcasting your true worth, and now the right frequency is picking it up. Archangel Michael says, your steps were not wasted. Even when you thought no one saw, heaven documented every detail. And now, someone with the power to shift your life is about to reveal that they've been watching too. There is also an apology coming, maybe not in the form of words, but in the form of a gift, an offer, or a gesture. Someone regrets not listening to you. They now realize what you were trying to show them, and their heart is quietly reaching out. That person is planning to show up unexpectedly. They might act casual, but their real reason is deeper than they'll admit at first. Stay open. Stay grounded. This is part of your rising. You are going to be offered something that feels surreal. Don't second-guess it. You earn it, not by force but by spiritual consistency and inner discipline. The heaviness you've been feeling was never a punishment, it was a preparation. The light is about to hit your path in such a way that everything starts growing faster. That growth is linked directly to your last obedient act. Someone who once looked down on you is about to look up to you. And not just with words, they are going to follow your lead and echo your truth. You will begin to influence circles you never imagined. The favor surrounding you now is not ordinary. It is layered, unstoppable, and customized for you. Even delays that seemed like setbacks were really spiritual rearrangements meant to protect your alignment. There's a celebration being planned in the spirit realm. You may not know the date or place yet, but you will feel the pull toward it very soon. That celebration is your unveiling moment. Before this month ends, someone who once walked away will attempt to re-enter your space. Be cautious, but also be aware that they're coming back chained. Some people are finally seeing what heaven always knew about you. You are not ordinary. You've never been. That's why life has pushed you harder. But what's arriving now is not about pain, it's about compensation. Even your sleep patterns will shift as divine clarity begins pouring into your dreams. You will wake up with ideas that feel foreign but familiar. Don't ignore them. These are strategic downloads meant to lead you into your upgrade. This next opportunity will not require you to beg, explain, or prove anything. It will simply flow to you because your soul earned it. People will assume it was luck, but you and heaven will know the truth. Archangel Michael says, your path is being cleared even when you don't see the workers doing it. Every delay, every disappointment, every betrayal, they were all bricks used to build the platform you're about to stand on. This platform is not for show. It's for impact. The world needs your light in a new space, and heaven has already sent messengers ahead of you to prepare that ground. Some of the people who left your life didn't really choose to go, they were spiritually removed to make room for this upgrade. If they stayed, they would have blocked what's coming. That's why they had to exit. Now you are ready. The skies above you are aligned, the timing is perfect, and the signal has been sent. Today, everything begins to shift slowly at first, then suddenly. Let them talk. Let them speculate. You don't need to explain how this breakthrough is arriving. It's not for them. It's for you. And the only explanation is favor. There's a certain person, a quiet one, who has been inspired by your strength from afar. They've never told you, but you've changed the way they view their own struggles. They are coming into your life with a gift that will shock you. Heaven is about to reroute something that was stolen from you. Something that had your name on it long ago is returning, but in a better form. You won't recognize it at first, but your soul will. Don't chase, don't panic, don't question. Just walk forward. What's yours is being magnetized toward you now, and it cannot be intercepted. Archangel Michael says, today on 26th July, the universe is responding to your obedience. You may have felt invisible, overlooked, and exhausted, but you were never forgotten. This is your moment. This is the shift. And this is only the beginning of something irreversible. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Everything you've gone through up until now was not just for the story, it was for the awakening. The people who caused chaos in your life were unknowingly being used to stretch you into your next capacity. They didn't break you. They birthed something unshakable inside you. You've entered a territory where your past pain cannot follow. What once haunted you is now powerless. The healing you've done in silence has created a new frequency around your life that attracts honor, truth, and divine appointments. Someone is currently watching your progress silently. They haven't said much, but they are amazed at how you've endured and grown. Their aberration is turning into action, and that action will soon bless you. A file with your name on it has been moved to the top of a list. Spiritually and even physically, someone is making you a priority. This isn't accidental, this is divine placement. You may receive an email, message, or offer out of the blue. It will feel almost too good to be true, but it won't be. It will be a direct reward for the faith you held onto when everything around you was shaking. Archangel Michael says, don't try to figure it all out, just be open. What's coming isn't just for your survival. It's for your elevation. The shift you're stepping into will stretch your comfort zone, but in the best possible way. This is where new rooms open, and you will be called to sit at tables where your name was once dismissed. You will see familiar faces surprised by your presence because they never expected you to rise. But heaven did. A powerful soul is about to enter your path. They are carrying with them something that aligns with your calling. Their timing will be perfect, their energy unshakable, and their words a direct reflection of what you've been waiting to hear. This is not a coincidence, this is heaven's echo. That person was sent because of what you did last. That one move, that one decision, it triggered a ripple effect that heaven amplified. Some people will try to return, not because they love you, but because they sense the favor around you. Be discerning. This blessing is not for everyone to touch. Some were only meant to be part of your process, not your promise. The promise is now. The moment is now. The door is opening because you knocked on the spiritual realm with faith, not noise. Don't shrink. Don't hide. Don't dull your light to make others feel safe. You've paid the price for this clarity, and now the revelation is beginning to unfold in waves. You will feel moments of déjà vu. That's your spirit remembering what it always knew was coming. This was never about luck, it was about timing. And now, the timing is yours. The people who once called you naive are now whispering your name in curiosity. They don't understand how it's happening, but they see it. And soon, they will ask you how. You don't owe them explanations. Just continue walking in your grace, letting your actions speak where your words are no longer needed. You have graduated from survival into strategy. Your name is being brought up in high-level discussions. Behind closed doors, Someone is preparing to mention you. It won't be forced, and you won't have to beg. It will come from their own lips, moved by what they've seen in your spirit. Heaven has positioned someone with influence to recognize your energy. This person doesn't care about your past, they care about your purpose. They are coming with clarity and divine instruction. Archangel Michael says, everything that once rejected you will now have to witness your acceptance. The tables are turning. And the first signal was what you did the last time when you chose faith over fear. A financial window is opening. Not just to pay bills, but to shift your entire level. What's coming is not temporary, it's foundational. Someone who once ignored your value is now facing the consequences of that decision. They will reach out not to manipulate, but to admit. Be wise. Hear them, but don't hand them your peace. Your peace is sacred now. It's the result of long battles fought in silence and tears. Protect it with everything you have. Expect miracles to show up in mundane moments. A stranger's compliment, a surprise call, an unexpected yes, these are signs of alignment. Don't underestimate them. Even the weather around you may begin to feel different. That's your energy syncing with the universe. You are not the same person you were a few months ago. Spiritually, you have evolved. The version of you that made that last powerful decision activated something divine. That version of you called in what's arriving now. It's because of that version that doors are unlocking with ease. You'll begin to notice your intuition getting stronger. Trust it. That's the inner guidance system being fine-tuned for this next chapter. The relocation may even be on the horizon. Not just physically, but energetically. You are shifting from one dimension of purpose into another. Don't fear the changes. They are all part of the design. This is not chaos, it's construction. You may be invited into rooms where you feel unqualified. Don't shrink. You've been qualified by heaven, not by human standards. Everything you need will be provided as you walk forward. The right people, the right timing, the right words, it's all being aligned. Someone who once mocked your dreams is now going to need your help. You'll feel the power of being respected without having to demand it. The things that once took years will now take weeks. The delay has been reversed. What's yours is coming, and it's not arriving alone, it's bringing peace, clarity, and recognition with it. Archangel Michael says, today is not ordinary. Today is encoded with favor. Today is evidence that your faith never failed. You are not imagining the pull you feel, it's the heavens shifting your feet into the right place at the right time. Your name is already glowing in realms you haven't even stepped into yet. Someone is dreaming about you not in romance, but in reverence. They are seeing your worth and they are about to act on it. This next part of your life will silence every critic who doubted your path. You will rise, not in arrogance but in undeniable evidence that favor follows those who stay faithful. Keep your spirit ready. Your response to this message is being watched by the unseen. Your willingness to believe even now is part of your breakthrough. And as promised earlier, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your reward has already begun. Don't stop now. It's finally your time. Even now, your soul is sensing what your eyes cannot yet see. The air around you feels different because something has shifted in the spiritual plane. There is movement in places where things were once frozen, and it's all connected to the faith-filled decision you made last time. Archangel Michael says, the forces that worked against you are now stumbling over the very traps they set in your path. What they meant for delay has turned into your divine protection. Their whispers behind closed doors have become useless against the roar of your upcoming success. Don't be surprised if you start seeing certain people distance themselves. That's not rejection, it's redirection. Heaven is clearing your atmosphere of distraction so you can fully receive what's prepared for you. There's a special kind of blessing coming, one that doesn't just change your finances or relationships, but your identity. You will begin to walk with a new confidence, not forced, not loud, but unshakable. Those who underestimated you are not ready for your reintroduction. The next version of you is not who they thought they knew. You are wiser, spiritually equipped, and divinely backed. A silent supporter has been tracking your growth. They've never liked, shared, or commented, but they've watched, and now they want to invest. Not just with money, but with open doors and powerful introductions. This is no longer about surviving, it's about standing in your full divine assignment. You didn't come this far just to get by. You came this far to lead, to shift, to change atmospheres with your presence. Your last silent victory attracted unseen reinforcements. Angels have been deployed in your favor, pushing what was delayed back into motion. Even your name has become a sound of authority in the spirit. What once strained you now bores you, and that's a sign of growth. You've outgrown cycles, people, and patterns that once distracted you. And now you crave alignment, not attention. A woman who once doubted you is currently in conflict over what she's seeing unfold in your life. She can't explain it, but she knows something bigger is guiding you. Her envy is turning into awe, and soon into silence. Your energy has become undeniable. You no longer need to defend yourself. Results are beginning to speak for you louder than your words ever could. The next person who enters your life will feel divinely assigned. Their spirit will recognize yours. There will be no confusion, no games, just alignment and peace. Archangel Michael says, your obedience was recorded. The moment you decided to act with truth rather than ego, the gates open. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. But it was spiritual warfare, and you won. Someone is going to come forward with information you never expected. They're going to confess something that was done behind your back, and while it may shock you, it will also release you. Truth is coming, not to hurt you, but to finally free you. You may soon be invited into a new space, whether virtual or physical, that feels unfamiliar at first. But don't back out. You belong there. It's the place that matches your next season. You'll notice your dreams becoming more vivid. Symbols, numbers, names, they all carry meaning now. Pay attention. Heaven is speaking even while you sleep. A financial transfer is being prepared for you. It will come through an unexpected source, maybe even someone you once helped who never repaid you. But now, they're being guided to restore what you gave. Your kindness was never wasted. Your patience wasn't in vain. The seeds you planted in people and moments where no one clapped for you are now blooming behind the scenes. Today, on 22nd July, a heavenly verdict has been made in your favor. A courtroom of spirit has ruled that your delay must now turn into double blessing. And nothing can reverse what's been spoken over your destiny. A person who once compared you to others now sees they were wrong. They see your uniqueness. And they will reach out, not just with words, but with an opportunity to make things right. Your name is being added to a list, but this time, it's a list of favor, approval, and promotion. What was once denied is now being reoffered with added honor. You will begin to glow differently, even physically. People will notice it. They'll ask if you've changed something. But the truth is, your soul is simply at peace, and peace is the new power. Let them wonder how it's happening. You don't need to explain. Your rise is spiritual, and it is irreversible. There is someone whose heart was hardened toward you, but now they are being spiritually softened. They are feeling a strange pull to reconnect, to understand you, to finally honor what they ignored. Do not be shocked when old doors try to reopen. You have the discernment now to know what to allow in and what to keep closed. Use that wisdom. That's your crown. Everything that used to bring anxiety will now bring awareness. You're not in survival anymore. You're in strategy. You're in harvest. A certain gift you hold is about to be noticed by the right eyes. What others dismissed as a hobby or side talent will now become the foundation of a new opportunity. Get ready. Archangel Michael says, the angels have whispered your name with pride. They've watched you refuse to betray your integrity even when it cost you relationships, time, or ease. And now they are rejoicing, because your reward is in motion. You are no longer chasing, it's coming to you. Like a magnet, what belongs to you is being pulled back with speed. Nothing and no one can interrupt what heaven has begun. You'll feel lighter, clearer, and more connected in the coming days. That's the residue of breakthrough. That's your confirmation. Every lie told about you is losing its power. The truth is rising like the sun, slowly but steadily. And when it fully appears, everyone will see. You will be offered a seat at the table that was once closed to you. Not just because they want to fill a spot, but because you carry something they finally recognize as irreplaceable. Your voice is about to be amplified. Whether through a message, a platform, or a conversation, you will be heard. And what you speak will heal, awaken, and redirect lives. Prepare your space. Clear your atmosphere. Remove anything that no longer resonates with your future. You are entering a new dimension of favor. And remember, everything you're about to receive is because of what you did last time. That act, that moment, that leap, it triggered everything. And now the results are coming in waves. Archangel Michael says, this is not the end. This is the evidence that the beginning has finally arrived. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You stepped into divine timing. You stepped into your harvest. Now let the blessings begin. The atmosphere around you is no longer the same, it's become charged with divine momentum. The shift has occurred, and even the energy of those closest to you is responding to it. People may suddenly behave differently toward you, without knowing why, because your spirit is vibrating at a higher frequency now. Archangel Michael says, the reason everything feels intense right now is because your blessing is no longer crawling, it's running toward you. That good news, the one tied to your last obedient move, is now unavoidable. It has taken form and direction, and it's heading straight for your life. You will start to feel sudden waves of clarity, like fog lifting from your mind. That's heaven making sure you're fully awake for what's about to unfold. You'll notice your thoughts aligning, your intuition sharpening, and your emotions grounding. Some of the confusion you recently experienced wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual interference. Forces tried to cloud your perception before the breakthrough hit. But they've lost their grip, and now revelation is flowing freely. The decision you made last, whether to forgive, to walk away, to invest, to hold your peace, or to speak up, has been sealed as a testimony. It was tested, weighed, and declared righteous. That move echoed in realms far beyond your awareness. Someone is about to give you credit where they once withheld it. They were stubborn, maybe even arrogant, but something has shifted. They can no longer deny your impact, your presence, or your truth. This good news won't come in whispers. It will come with volume, with force, and with undeniable timing. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to ask twice. It will find you, honor you, and lift you. There's also someone who has been deeply inspired by your journey. This person is preparing to write about you, speak about you, or use your name in rooms that hold power. They see something divine in you that cannot be copied. Your influence is expanding, even if you don't see it yet. People are drawing from your courage, even when you feel unsure. You are the silent strength that others are watching and learning from. There are blessings coming through people you've never met, divine strangers. They are not coming to test you. They are coming to release what belongs to you. Gifts, promotions, approvals, all with your name on them. You may begin feeling emotional without reason. It's the Spirit preparing your vessel for release. Don't suppress it. Let the tears come. Let the laughter flow. These are signs of the overflow that is already touching your life. The location of your next opportunity might seem unusual. It won't be where you thought it would be. But trust it. The blessing isn't in the place, it's in the timing and obedience. Doors are opening in places you didn't knock. Favor is flowing from hands you never touched. This is what happens when you pass spiritual tests in silence. A message is being delivered to someone on your behalf. You won't be there when it happens, but you will benefit from what's said. Someone is advocating for you behind your back with pure intention. Archangel Michael says, this good news is the result of sacred alignment. Your soul tuned into something greater, and you stayed there, even when everything around you screamed to give up. That's why the reward is greater than you expect. This is not just about physical blessings. This is about purpose being confirmed. This is about legacy being written in invisible ink across every step you take. You will soon find yourself in a moment where time seems to pause. That's when the announcement will come. It might be a message, a meeting, or even a public declaration, but it will mark the beginning of everything changing. Your heart may race. You might feel chills down your spine. These are confirmations from the divine that you are in the right moment at the right time for the right blessing. The people who once tried to copy you will be silenced by your elevation. You didn't chase validation, you chased purpose. And now, purpose is rewarding you in ways imitation never could. You are walking into a chapter where your peace multiplies, where you no longer explain your worth, where rooms are adjusted to fit you because you no longer shrink to fit the room. The reward is not just coming, it's being prepared with your preferences in mind. Heaven is personal. It remembers your quiet requests, your whispered hopes, and your hidden tears. This good news is not temporary. It will shift your lifestyle, your inner world, and your surroundings. You will look back on this very week and say, That's when everything started. People will begin reaching out just to hear your perspective. That's not vanity, it's divine magnetism. Your spirit is radiating truth that others crave in a world full of noise. You'll be invited into conversations that are bigger than your past. The weight of old mistakes, regrets, or delays no longer apply. You're walking in a clean, divine alignment now. Something you lost will be returned, but not in the same form. It will come back transformed, elevated, refined. You'll realize it wasn't taken from you. It was upgraded for you. This new flow around you will also highlight who doesn't belong in your next chapter. Some connections will fade without trauma. Let them go. Their role in your story is complete. You will find new words to describe yourself, not from ego, but from revelation. You'll start identifying with what you've always been beneath, the layers of trauma and silence. Archangel Michael says, this announcement that's arriving is not small. It will confirm what heaven already spoke over you years ago. And it will make sense of every delay and detour you've ever survived. The world may be chaotic, but your atmosphere is steady. It's the power of divine placement. While others scramble, you will be still and favored. A large opportunity is en route. It's connected to something you once considered a dream but dismissed because life got heavy. That dream never died, it was just waiting for the timing to catch up. You are now in that timing. And there's nothing standing in the way of your next blessing. The person you helped last year without expecting anything in return, they're coming back with gratitude and favor. What you gave has multiplied, and it's coming back pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You are going to see proof of heaven's memory. Proof that your silence was strength. Proof that your last move wasn't ignored, it was immortalized in your destiny. Archangel Michael says, prepare your energy. Rest. Eat well. Laugh often. What's coming will require your full presence, and you will want to be ready to receive all of it. This is no longer a waiting season. This is a receiving one. Be alert. Be thankful. Be grounded. And again, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You've done the spiritual work. You've stood when it was hard. Now, stand still because good news is arriving. And it's all because of what you did last. Everything that was once delayed is now catching up to you with divine speed. You may not feel ready, but heaven says you are. Your energy, your spirit, your mind, they have all been sharpened and shaped for this exact moment. Archangel Michael says, your last obedient step set something sacred in motion. The universe took notice, and now a wave of breakthroughs has begun forming in the unseen realm. That wave is gaining momentum, and when it crashes into your reality, it will wash away everything that tried to block you. You are about to be reintroduced, not just to people but to your own power. You're about to see yourself differently. You will speak, move, and decide from a place of certainty, not survival. There is someone in your circle who will no longer be able to hide their jealousy. They have been watching your resilience, hoping you'd break. But instead, you've bloomed. And now your growth will force them to retreat. Let them go. Your energy is no longer a safe place for small minds. You are moving into a realm where only those with clean hearts and elevated spirits can walk beside you. That quiet move you made, the one you didn't post about, the one no one saw. That's the seed heaven is honoring now. You did it in secret, but the reward will be public. Eyes will see, ears will hear, and spirits will recognize. This is your confirmation that all the times you kept going without applause were not wasted. The heavens wrote them down, the universe stored them, and the earth is now yielding fruit from those unseen moments. You're not being overlooked, you're being positioned. You and rejected, you were redirected. You're not waiting, you're aligning. The financial change you've been praying for is now opening through a person you least expect. They may not even realize they are a vessel of delivery, but they are. They're going to mention your name or forward your work, and it will unlock what was once stuck. A call is coming. A letter is being typed. A door is unlocking. All because of the moment you trusted your intuition when your logic told you not to. Someone who once said no to you is now being pressed by unseen forces to reconsider. They are being spiritually nudged to revisit your presence. And this time, the answer will be different. Archangel Michael says, there's a path you'll be asked to walk soon. It might feel unfamiliar. You may question why you're the one chosen. But do not hesitate. This road leads to divine appointment and reward. There are whispers about your name, and not all of them are negative. Some are filled with wonder. Some with awe. People are sensing that something on your life has changed, and they're not wrong. Even technology will start to reflect your alignment. You'll begin to see confirmations through timestamps, notifications, suggested content, and random signs. Heaven speaks at every medium when you're aligned. Someone who betrayed you will try to make contact, not to repeat old patterns, but to acknowledge the damage they did. Whether you accept their apology or not is your choice. But know this, you've already healed beyond their reach. You'll begin receiving downloads, sudden ideas that light you up inside. These are not random. These are blueprints. Act on them. One of them holds the key to the next level of your elevation. This good news isn't coming just to satisfy you. It's coming to unlock a ripple effect in the lives of others. Your blessing is tied to generations. Your yes will unlock more than you can imagine. Some people will feel uncomfortable around you without knowing why. That's because your energy is no longer tolerating low vibration. Own dim to make them comfortable. Stand in your elevation. You are now a carrier of divine presence. Your walk, your voice, your silence, it all carries weight. And this weight isn't heavy, it's holy. Archangel Michael says, what's being prepared for you was held back until you were truly ready. Now that you've passed the test, it's coming without restriction. Heaven no longer needs to withhold. You're in alignment. Your glow will confuse those who thought they buried you. What they didn't know is that the soil was sacred. You weren't buried, you were planted. And now it's your harvest season. You're about to meet someone whose timing is divine. They will speak the right words, offer the right connection, or spark the right idea. This person is a bridge. Cross it. Your name will appear in places you've never stepped foot in. That's because heaven is sending your energy ahead to prepare the space. When you arrive, it will feel like you've already been there. The blessing you're receiving is not ordinary. It carries instructions. It will ask you to grow, to stretch, to step out. But it will be worth every single step. Everything that used to confuse you will start to make sense. why certain people left, why you had to struggle, why the wait was so long. The answers are unfolding. Your physical body might even feel lighter. That's your soul rejoicing. It knows what's coming. It's already seen it in the spirit before you've lived it in the natural. There's a contract, written or spiritual, that is being clothed. It was tied to your past and carried burdens that didn't belong to you. It is now being cancelled. A spiritual inheritance is being released into your hands. One that was once blocked by ancestral decisions, but your actions have broken those limits. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are proud of how you handled your last battle. You could have reacted in anger. You could have retaliated. What you didn't. A choice echoed like thunder in spiritual realms. And now, peace is your reward. Pavilion is your confirmation. And praise will be your echo. The people who walked away didn't leave you, they left themselves. They removed themselves from witnessing your elevation. Let them go. Everything you've cried about is about to make you smile. The very situation that once made you fall to your knees is about to be the reason you lift your hands in gratitude. Your celebration is not just coming, it has already begun in heaven. Angels are preparing the stage. The light is being positioned. A moment is approaching. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Stay ready. Because the announcement, the promotion, the restoration, the confirmation, it's not coming, it's already here. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You've waited long enough. You've grown deep roots. Now rise, bloom, and walk boldly. Your divine reward has arrived. You are standing at the edge of something enormous, something sacred, something irreversible. The winds have changed in your favor, and the realm that once seemed silent has now begun to roar on your behalf. What once looked like stagnation was actually preservation, and now the fullness of your reward is being poured out. Archangel Michael says, this moment, this very breath is part of the divine schedule heaven laid out long before your first heartbreak, before your first disappointment, before your first breakthrough. Your story was always leading to this. The heavens knew that one day you would read these words at the exact moment your destiny would crack open. You're going to notice how old patterns no longer hold power. What used to trigger you will now pass through you like smoke. That's not just healing, that's elevation. You're not just recovering, you're being recalibrated. Your mind will feel clearer, like fog lifting after a storm. That's because the clutter created by confusion, betrayal, and delay has finally been swept away by divine force. And now, clarity flows freely. A person from your past is feeling restless. Your soul knows they lost access to something rare, something pure, something anointed you. Don't be surprised if they reach out, trying to test the waters. But you have grown the pond. You're heading to the ocean now. This new level isn't for flaunting. It's for fulfilling. Fulfillment of prayers whispered through tears. Fulfillment of assignments you accepted when no one was clapping for you. Fulfillment of your divine contract with purpose. There is also a financial release coming. It may arrive through your work, through a project, through a new voice reaching out, but it's coming. And it's not just to relieve pressure. It's coming to rebuild and elevate you. Someone will ask you to speak, to share, or to stand in a spotlight you once felt unqualified for. Don't shy away. You're not who you were. You carry a voice that heals atmospheres. The world is finally ready to hear what your silence carried for so long. Archangel Michael says, your preparation was not punishment. It was strategy. Heaven wasn't delaying you, it was maturing you. And now that maturity will open doors your past self would have been too fragile to walk through. People will notice your glow but won't understand the cost behind it. They'll see the elevation, not the endurance. But that's okay, because this part of your journey isn't about proving. It's about producing. You've become fertile ground. Wherever you walk, things will grow. Your presence will birth creativity, courage, and clarity in others. You will be seen as a well of wisdom even by those older than you. There's someone in a leadership position who's been watching you from a distance. They've been waiting for the right moment to offer you something big. That moment is about to arrive, disguised in casual conversation, but its impact will be life-changing. Your instincts will sharpen. You'll begin making decisions quickly, boldly, without overthinking, and those decisions will unlock more favor. That's the result of alignment. Your soul recognizes what's yours and no longer debates it. Expect to feel waves of emotion at random times. That's your inner world realigning. That's your soul adjusting to its new shape. That's what happens when breakthrough is no longer a theory, it's your reality. Someone who doubted your purpose is now being shown visions of your future. They can't unsee it. The more they deny it, the more the heavens show them proof that you were chosen. This next chapter will require you to shout. The vibration of your spirit will speak louder than anything you could say. Even strangers will sense it and respond accordingly. Opportunities are already searching for your name. Rooms are being set up. Documents are being drafted. Your face is being remembered by those who once overlooked it. But now, they cannot unsee you. A woman who once worked against you is being spiritually removed from influence. Her hands no longer have the reach they once did. Her energy is being redirected away from your path. Your health, your sleep, your skin, your body, it will all begin to reflect your new atmosphere. What was once tight and anxious will now feel loose and peaceful. That's healing. That's divine rest. The wisdom you've gained in secret is about to become the tool that opens public favor. You won't have to sell yourself. Your presence will carry a quiet authority that cannot be denied. Archangel Michael says, your next blessing isn't coming with warnings or tests. It's coming with peace, clarity, and acceleration. You've already passed the hardest part. What you're about to receive is not a substitute. It's not second best. It's the original version of the promise spoken over your life, finally being fulfilled in full color. You'll begin to sense who's truly for you. Masks will fall, and truths will rise, but it won't shake you. You'll feel nothing but peace when letting go, because you now recognize the weight of your own worth. Those who spoke against you will soon have to speak of you with respect. Your name will be used as an example of grace under pressure, of power born in silence. And don't worry about how. The how is none of your business. That's heaven's job. Your job is to stay open, stay grounded, and stay faithful. Everything else is already handled. You are walking into rooms built for you long ago. They were locked until the moment your obedience reached maturity. Now, they are opening without a single knock. Even your enemies will begin to act strange. They can feel it too, the divine glow around you. They may not say it, but they feel that their power over you is gone. From this day forward, you will notice ease. What once drained you will now flow. What once broke you will now build others. You have transformed, and transformation is irreversible. You will be contacted by someone you didn't expect. Their words will carry weight. Their offer will feel divine, and their timing will match what your spirit has been sensing. Accept it with courage. Archangel Michael says, your legacy begins here. Not when you retire, not when everything is perfect, but now, with who you are, with what you've endured, with what you're about to step into. This is divine orchestration, not coincidence. This is prophecy fulfilled, not good luck. This is your moment, not next year, not later, not someday. This is your time. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The heavens are cheering. Your angels are rejoicing. Your name is rising. Welcome to the season of your divine reward. The wind is no longer blowing against you, it's now at your back, pushing you forward with divine momentum. The season of resistance is over. The chains you didn't even know were there have been shattered without sound, and now you are free to move in ways you never thought possible. Archangel Michael says, the shift isn't coming, it already came. It happened the moment you made that last decision. That moment was more powerful than you understood, and heaven has been organizing your reward ever since. You're going to start feeling things click. Conversations will make more sense. Delays will turn into divine redirections. Everything that once confused you will now confirm your path. You are not late. You are not behind. You are perfectly timed. Your steps were ordered, not wasted. The pain, the silence, the waiting, it all played a role in shaping the version of you that can now carry this next season. A promotion is about to be offered, not just in your career but in your identity. The way people see you will change. The way they speak to you will shift. And the way the universe responds to your presence will transform. You will walk into rooms where energy rises simply because you entered. Not from arrogance but from alignment. Not from pride but from purpose. Someone important, someone respected is going to mention your name with admiration. They will recommend you, defend you, or invest in you. And their word will unlock more than you imagined. You'll begin to notice how doors that were once shut with force are now gently swinging open. It will feel almost effortless, not because it's easy, but because you're finally aligned. This is what divine ease feels like. It's not laziness. It's not luck. It's when you've done the inner work, passed the tests, obeyed the quiet instruction, and now heaven releases the floodgates. The ideas you once pushed aside are now resurfacing. They're doing so because it's finally time to act on them. The ground is fertile. The timing is divine. Don't delay. Archangel Michael says, every time you chose growth over comfort, you were being noticed. Every time you forgave without closure, every time you kept your dignity in the face of disrespect, you were being elevated. Heaven doesn't miss. And now, it's your turn to receive. This isn't just your moment. It's your territory. You're no longer asking for a seat at the table. You're being handed the blueprint to build your own. and those who doubted you will soon ask how you did it. You'll look back on the rejection and realize it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. What didn't work out was actually protecting your blessing from being attached to the wrong people. Some doors were never meant to open. Not because you weren't ready, but because they weren't worthy of the version of you that exists now. There is someone who once stood above you in power. That dynamic is about to shift. The roles will reverse, not out of revenge, but out of divine balance. They will need your help. And how you choose to respond will determine another level of reward. Grace will be your greatest weapon in that moment. You are about to enter a chapter that will bring peace to your name. For so long, people have misunderstood you, misjudged your spirit, misread your silence. But now, everything hidden will be revealed in your favor. Your spirit will begin to feel light again, as if something heavy has been removed. That's because it has. Angels have lifted the burden you didn't even know you were still carrying. You'll begin to attract people with integrity, ideas with impact, and opportunities with purpose. It will feel surreal at first, but this is your new normal. The time for explanation is over. The time for elevation has arrived. Archangel Michael says, today on 22nd July, your divine record has been reviewed, and it is clean. Forgiven. Sealed. Released. You are no longer bound by what you didn't know, didn't do, or couldn't change. You are walking in the kind of favor that generations before you only dreamed of. You are the answered prayer of someone who cried out long ago. And now, you are stepping into the fulfillment of a promise that was planted before your birth. Someone is watching your life with wide eyes, realizing that everything they once mocked is now being magnified. They can't believe how fast things are changing for you. They will pretend not to notice, but they do. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. The elevation happening now is too sacred to waste explaining. There's a breakthrough coming that will happen so naturally, it won't even feel dramatic. It will come through one sentence, one meeting, one yes. And just like that, everything will realign. It's the nature of divine timing. It doesn't need a parade. It arrives like breath. Gentle, soft, but powerful enough to shift everything around you. You are the living proof that silence has power, that integrity is never wasted, that light always wins even if it flickers at times. The world is about to see a version of you that was hidden behind humility, behind heartbreak, behind healing, and they won't be able to deny the glow. Archangel Michael says, your light cannot be dimmed anymore. Your gifts cannot be ignored. Your name cannot be denied. From this moment forward, you will begin to walk in rooms and sense that heaven got there before you. You'll feel the atmosphere shift to match your energy. That's because you are no longer just a guest, you are the shift. Expect celebration. Expect support. Expect restoration. But most of all, expect ease, because you've already paid for this season with your pain, and now the balance is due in blessings. This is the kind of favor that not only lifts you, it lifts your bloodline. It rewrites the stories of those who come after you. It changes the atmosphere of every room you enter. You will soon receive a message that confirms everything you've been sensing. It will arrive unexpectedly, but perfectly on time. And it will be the final proof that your waiting wasn't wasted. Let this be your sign. Let this be your confirmation. Let this be your announcement. This is your rise, your reward, your release. and it is finally, beautifully, irreversibly yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Stay ready. Stay open. Because it's already happening.